What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my studios. So we're going to be doing some breakdowns on two images that I've saw on Twitter that are brand new, fresh, and new. So this is the image of Deadpool and Wolverine interacting with one another, which I believe this is where after they finish fighting with one another, after they met from different multiverses or different universes for that matter. And I love this image also of Hugh Jackman in the Wolverine costume doing his signature Wolverine pose, which looks so badass of him. Every time I see him, it just reminds me so much of the Wolverine that I and a lot of us grew up and remember from the comics, the TV show, and the video games. So I want to get into what Hugh Jackman said in an interview, as well as what Kevin Feige had to say as well. So we're going to focus on what Hugh had to say. And he says, the moment I put it on, I was like, how did we never do this? It looked so right. It felt so right. I was like, that's him. It was exciting for me. So that part, he was talking about how he was exciting about putting on a costume for the first time in the MCU that is more favorable and faithful to the comic source material. And even though this is not the black and yellow Wolverine that we've seen in the 90s TV show, but it's more based on the 2003 version, which is still comic accurate to me. And at the same time, it looks so much better than the all black leather suit from the Fox's universe. And thank God that we ain't got to see that crap anymore, because those suits look ugly in my opinion. I don't like them to this day, even though the movies were great, but the suits were not. So Kevin Feige also weighed in on this Wolverine thing, and he also has some points that I agree and disagree with him with. I said, don't come back. You had the greatest ending in history with Logan. That's not something we should undo. So, first part of me that agrees when he says, you know, yes, they shouldn't be undoing the history of Logan's movie of how it had a great ending. I saw the movie years ago and it was good. It had a great ending for the most part. But another part of me that says, I think what they need to do is fix his timeline so he'll be able to go back in time and save his friends from his own universe. So that tells me we're gonna probably see more cameos in Deadpool Wolverine. We already see Ant-Man's Skull. We've seen Deathstrike. We've seen so many people from the comics in the Fox's universe. We've seen so many vehicles. We've seen many cameos from Deadpool 2. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So all of this is getting me more excited every time I talk about this trailer and this film, because you know it's going to be MCU's most successful films in history. So to me, even though they're in Hollywood doing some reshoots with more cameos, I'm just excited to see what the future holds for the X-Men reboot, because they're gonna probably debut in 2026 or 2027, depending on when are they gonna start filming. Because I just got word that they're gonna be filming the X-Men movie next year. So the film might end up coming out in 2026, which is understandable because they gotta wait and see how Deadpool and Wolverine become more successful, and I'm definitely here for it. So tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you still excited about this movie? What are your thoughts on two brand new images that I've just broke down on Twitter? And what are your thoughts on what Hugh Jackman and Kevin Feige had to say about the costume and Wolverine being a part of the MCU? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm out.